Get you.
Also, I hear that this river might lead to some place called Berez, and we shouldn't go there. But I think the mayor said that, and we killed him, so...
What river? I only
the mayor
road.
seemed nice at first.
Irina says, Berez is miles and miles away on the river.
Okay, never mind then, guys.
But you're
Also-
right, we should not go there.
What?
Also, where's
What's
Freckles?
He's dead.
Yeah, what's up, Berez?
Oh no.
He
All
didn't
of a
make
sudden,
it.
Freckles leaps out of the ambulance and pitter-patters over to you.
And he's still alive. So
Son of a bitch!
you didn't change the token on his sheet!
If you put Freckles in that fucking map, I swear.
I'm not going!
I can't even see the map. Still.
You say that. You say that. But then what if you do?
The answer is none of us trust your integrity, Slime. Come on, get used to it.
Why? I've done nothing wrong!
Are you sure about that?
Let's see how well that holds up in court.
I've never done anything.
Oh,
everyone
Lecker,
testifies against
I'm
him.
trying to get law. Why won't we go to Berez Arena? What happened there?
She looks at you and she says, I honestly don't know very much.
Okay.
Aw.
I've never been there.
Well, neither have I.
Yeah, neither.
It used to be just one of the cities in Barovia, but there was some horrible event and the whole place got flooded.
Okay.
Now, like a lot of places in Barovia, anyone who goes there doesn't really come back.
Yike.
I look over at Marcus. I'm like, you guys have just been living here, like, forever?
He nods.
You guys didn't come in here like us?
He shakes his head. He says, my father was born in Barovia, as was my grandfather.
How do your parents find time to get down and all this?
He looks to you and doesn't even seem to, like, he doesn't seem to recognize that question as being, like, a weird thing to ask. He,
Sometimes you
he
just
says,
gotta.
when everything here is miserable, everything else just kind of loses the ability to stand out.
Guess that makes sense.
Uh-oh.
Someone died. Who was it?
I was
It was
rhythm.
Rhythm.
Rhythm left, idiot.
Rhythm!
Rhythm, no.
Holy moly, you guys are gonna, like, freak out when you see the outside of this place.
It's
Marcus looks at you and
crazy.
says, Valaki is supposed to be safer, happier, farther from the reach of people like the mayor.
I'm gonna reach for my
Well,
pocket and pull out
the
my
mayor,
phone.
the mayor ain't reaching for much anymore.
I can't believe
Wait,
we
so
killed
does
someone.
Hmm.
I'm gonna check on my phone to see if I have any, like, pictures of my, like, of where I was born, my homeland.
That's up to you. You got pictures, whatever you want.
I probably got a lot. Like of the house or of the outback, of like the big lavender fields you get over there.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna kind of show that to them.
Are there nice pictures? Is Julian into photography? Are they real nice?
I mean, kind of. There are some like where there's just, like his sister just blurred in the corner trying to like snatch the phone off him or something, but.
Aww.
And then like 50 of him just making weird faces at the camera, but he flicks through them quickly.
All I got is me.
It's just like, of all the bottles you've shot, like in-depth, like high-res photos of each bullet hole.
There's some pictures of me and Dad in Africa going big game hunting.
You just see Yodel's hat off in the distance, like falling to a big pile of grass.
Yeah, I show them like pictures of not Barovia to see if like it's completely unknown to them.
They're in Oregon.
It's
What
just
are you
Oregon.
talking about?
Yeah, but show them pictures of the rest of Oregon if you have any. This is somehow.
No, all they think is everywhere is just Oregon.
Honestly, this is just gravity.
You say
Falls.
this, you're not even, like, these photos aren't even in America, and like, yeah, it's Oregon. What are you talking about?
He looks at the pictures and kind of softly smiles, a little sadly. But like with interest as he looks at them and he says, people come and show us what it's like outside of here. It's sad, but it's good to know there are places that aren't like this. And he kind of hands the phone back to you, and Arena kind of goes to like peer over Miriam's shoulder, like look at him. And you see Marcus kind of gives her like a little, like he kind of raises his hand a little, kind of gives her a look, as if like telling her not to look. And then she just kind of like shakes her head and she leans into as you kind of swipe through the pictures on your phone.
I mean, yeah, this is just where I'm from, but heck, like we can. The whole place is pretty cool. I'm sure if we get out of here, we can chill about.
Kids.
Hey, Lucky, what's Freckles doing?
Jumping up on her back,
You peeking?
looking over her shoulder.
I'm about to blow him away.
She gets like really unnerved as the cat kind of like jumps on her. She kind of like freezes up, kind of like letting her arms go tight around her torso. And then she kind of like she eases up a little. She kind of like as the cat just kind of like starts walking around. And then she kind of like just reaches back and like just grabs the cat around the torso and just like puts it on Julian.
Oh, hey, Freckles.
And then kind of backs up a little. Freckles purrs. And he kind of just walks around in a circle on your hair and just sits down in it.
Oh.
And your head's kind of like oddly vibrating now with the purring.
I take a few steps back and I kind of mage hand conjure my skeletal hand and gesture for Irina to scooch over next to Dante for a picture.
Heh.
She kind of looks confused. And then just kind of sidles up next to him.
I snap a picky.
Do we make
Like,
like
it's just in
charisma
the
rolls or whatever to
background.
see how good the picture is, or what?
I'll say, Julian, you can pick whichever of those stats except Constitution or Strength that you think would determine how good the picture is.
Ooh. I'm
Just
pretty
photo
good
bombs
at
in the
performing.
background.
Well, not a skill, just a straight stat.
Oh, just charisma then.
All right. Ooh.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh.
Very nice.
It's a pretty damn good picture. It's a little weird because Dante is currently covered in blood and like walking on a crutch.
Yeah.
But the way it catches the rain and the fog, and with the lighting from Dante's lamp and your lamp and the dancing lights around, it's got a lot going on, but it's got a very simplistic yet artistic nature to it. It's pretty cute.
I hope you got my good side.
You mean the side with the not broken leg?
No, the side that has the gun on the hip. That's the good side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We should get walking.
Of course, now I have two,
We've already been sitting around for an hour and a half.
which means both of my sides are good sides.
Oh, you got dual gun now.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take dual wielder? Did that happen?
I did.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Does anyone have any rifle shots? I got 4 pistols, but I kind of,
I'm
Yeah,
running
Cox.
low on.
Yale cocks the empty assault rifle.
I'm running low
I
myself.
forgot about that. Yeah, Gale, you've got the assault rifle on your back.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It's empty, but it uses rifles. So. does a whopping 3d8. So,
Damn.
pretty good.
3d8.
It's pretty damn good.
Why is yours? How?
Because it was used by the mini boss.
I start walking.
Oh.
I start beating feet.
Okay.
Yodel's just gonna start walking to where the fucking river or whatever he needs to follow is.
These boots are made
Just-
for walking.
The door to the side of him
Right.
and everything.
It's just what
Right.
they-
While we're there, Marcus, why don't you trust the Vistani, actually? Thinking about it. Why is the gas station such a wanting alternative to them? That
He
you-
says, the Vistani are spies and thieves. Bad things happen around them. They're cursed.
So what? So what? They're gonna sell us out the second we start to trade with, and the second we show up and start to trade with them.
He says, I'm processing a lot of things that have happened.
It's okay, take your time.
Yeah,
The-
that's fine.
The mayor is no longer a problem. I don't know
No.
what's going on in Barovia village, but there are more forces beyond him.
Yeah, as we heard over the radio, and they both did this after. You know, I still have the poster of his face if you want to deface it. My character pulls out the vote for Mel Brooks poster.
Yeah, you still got the poster.
Yes. If you want to face this, I'm down.
He kind of looks at it with like a really sad expression. And says, I'm helping you get to Vallaki safely with Irina. You've all been more than helpful and competent out here.
Thank you. But that sounds like you're trying not to come with us, and I don't understand why you wouldn't.
He says, spending the night out on the road is very dangerous here, but I think we can do it, especially if it means we get to circumvent the Vistani.
I mean, I trust your judgment, but you're gonna have to convince some of the others.
Elliot
Personally-
just walks forward and says, I'm not spending the night out here without a tent.
Didn't we have? Don't one of us have a tent?
If someone's
I
got it
have
written down,
hammocks.
they do. Yeah, you got a hammock.
I ain't going very far.
Marcus kind of looks
Regardless.
down at your leg and just kind of grimaces and says,
Honestly, we should sit you down in your leg properly.
Leku clicks his fingers and walks back to Dante. Dante, I just had a small idea that might help you.
No.
Will I die?
You won't die. Just
What
going to
is
have
it?
to trust me. Trust. Leku's gonna actually cast Floating Disc, no roll required. It's a spell he has.
you got the slot for it?
I got the slot for it, I used it.
Alright. A green floating disc appears a little bit above the ground.
It's not going to explode. I've sort of practiced it over and made sure it's not going to randomly fly off and cut through the ambulance again. It will be better than putting pressure on your leg.
I poke it with the crutch.
Julian appears behind me like, cast magic.
Julian just appears behind you, like snapping your neck instantly out of nowhere.
I'm an SCP.
Yeah.
SCP-173.
Oh God, no.
The sun is experienced motor killer and Euclid outbreaks.
What spell is required to fix a broken leg, anyways?
Lesser
Probably
restoration.
greater restoration.
I mean,
I'd say.
it is fixed. He just has to do a fucking long rest.
Yeah, he just has to rest.
You didn't
Oh,
listen
okay.
earlier. Fucking
I-
dingleberry.
I wasn't here.
No.
Yeah, I know
he
you
wasn't
weren't.
here.
I was saying that to Sam. He was saying probably greater.
Oh, fellas, well, I have you here. I reach into my bag and I give Miriam the 3 study books that I got, and then give Elysia the 3 vinyls that I got.
Oh yeah, did you write down what the vinyls were? Because I totally forget.
One was King, I know that much. One was
Ain't
Elvis.
nothing but a heartburn, crying all the time.
Whatever the other 2 were is different. I don't.
Who's king out of character?
Elvis.
Elvis,
Oh,
The King.
oh,
the king.
Oh.
The king.
right. Okay.
We thought you would know him since he's old.
I listened to music before Elvis. Thank you very much.
One's Dan Sportman.
Yeah, one.
South Carolina string band, please.
Yeah.
Deja Boatman dance.
But with Dante, I understand if you don't trust it. I can dispel it if you need. But
Well, nope, you've already used a spell slot, so I get on it.
All right, so you don't have to lay on it. You basically just sit on it as it just kind of floats around.
No, I stand on it to assert dominance.
that goes
Can he?
exactly. He can take
Yeah,
up
he
to
can.
500 pounds. It is.
Does
It
Dante
is
weigh 500
3
pounds?
feet in
Yeah, you weigh
diameter.
No,
500
it
It
says
would
in my
be able
bio.
to carry Yertle.
It does
but
not
it
say
can
my
carry
bio.
No,
Dante.
it can carry Yertle. He just can't carry Yertle with the door. Fuck are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
420 pounds.
If you put
I had
a
all this
portable
info.
hole on top of a floating disc,
Whatever.
Is Dancing Lights concentration?
Dancing lights.
Oh,
is
floating disc isn't.
concentration.
Floating disc is not though, so never mind.
Floating disc is not. So are you actually standing on this thing?
Why is that important?
Absolutely, he is.
Oh, okay. Well,
If he
that
can't within the
goes,
bounds of the spell, yeah, he can stand on it.
He just T-poses. Just
Yeah.
floats
that
across the
goes against
battlefield.
the whole purpose of why I summoned it, but okay.
well, he doesn't have to
Dare
move at
question
15
me,
feet.
mortal?
He doesn't have to walk.
I guess it's better than you walking constantly.
Okay, so I probably weigh a roughly like 140, 130-ish, because that makes a, that's probably about right. How
If anyone wants to rest on it, I suppose it's there.
how much does
3
Irina
feet.
weigh though?
It's 3 feet in diameter, so
I doubt you both weigh 500 pounds or what.
I doubt it too, but I just want to make sure.
She would have to. She'd have to weigh what? 350
300.
pounds.
She's fine. I offer my hand.
Make a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Oof. Okay, let me switch on. That.
Can we give him a help action and inspire?
Do you say persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion disadvantage.
Okay. Boom. 11's alright.
Leku's very silently sweating bullets as he's fearing for
She
this to go
looks up,
wrong.
kind of amused by the magic, and then she says, "I can walk."
Well, to each their own, I suppose.
Could you at least sit down on it so your leg can rest?
Forward!
Okay. Once I get 20 feet away, it just follows me.
Yeah, it just kind of trails off. It makes like a little like. sound.
Oh no.
Oh,
Only
shit.
Dante can really hear it. It's very quiet, but
Dante, did you ever figure out what was in that dude's book?
Did you see me pick it up?
No, I'm just wondering, like, reminding you.
No,
I'm
I know.
not sure if you know or not. But as long as you know, that's all good.
As we walk, Yodel's going to ask Elisa, could I ask a favor of you, Alicia? I'll pay you back any way you want me to pay you back.
Sure.
You see how this door is big and clunky? I was wondering if you could help me make it into a shield.
Okay, but I need a lot of blood in return.
Remember the last time in the forest, I just turned into a fucking cow multiple times?
Sure not.
That should be easy. Blood's kind of my specialty when I can bleed out a whole heap. I don't know if that's a plus.
Just imagine that, being just constantly drained of blood just to be revitalized once you lose the form. Fuck that.
I grimace at Miriam. I'm like, we're weird friends.
When Yodel does say that, the look in his face is like, I don't want to go through this pain, but I'm getting a shield. Fuck.
Lizzie looks pleased.
Like, he looks like he knows he's played a losing hand. Thank you.
I'd finger gun, but I got a box in my hand right now, so you're
Yeah, why
welcome.
do you have the box?
It's got metal, and I got an idea.
Is that the one with the metal or the Christmas lights? We didn't grab the
No,
Christmas
it's
lights.
the
That's the ladder.
10 foot. Yeah.
I'm sad.
So we did grab the Christmas
I
light.
thought we did it too.
Can we retcon why we do have the Christmas lights?
Yeah, can we have the Christmas lights and the ladder? Come on, man.
Come on.
Damn, come on.
Damn, come on.
Someone's got to carry it. It can't all be in the same box. That's all I'll say.
Can we leave it in the van?
Yeah,
I'll do it.
we leave the lights
No,
in...
if you got him, you got him. You got to take it with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
then.
That's
Like-
my rule.
It's like me with the fucking door.
Yeah, I'll carry around the Christmas lights. You never
Sweet.
know.
They're essentially a silken rope that lights up.
We are putting those on the van.
Of course.
Yeah.
I just want our van to look fucking absolutely bonkers.
Mad Max the hell out of it. But yeah, we put chainsaws in the front.
Nah, I just want it to look like a fucking, like, TF2 weapon skin or something.
Oh my god, yeah.
So
Yes.
so what you're saying is we need to attach the jet engine. That's what you're saying, right?
No, TF2 weapon skin.
I take 2 web skin.
It's gonna be like a Christmas weapon skin.
Yeah.
We're somehow gonna stick candy
I
canes
mean,
through it.
are your
Yeah.
things in the pot little Christmas trees?
I mean, they're lavender, but I can fix that.
That's fair. Just grow little Christmas trees around between all the lavender.
Yeah, just
later.
bonsai pine trees in it.
Yeah, why not? Logic. Bonsai.
I don't think I have bonsai pine tree seeds.
That wasn't what I wanted.
Delete it.
Oh shit, he's got an abjuration cantrip.
You about to abjure something, bro? Fuck's up with that?
Huh?
You gonna abjure?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm just editing my spell cards right now, and I accidentally clicked on an empty one.
Oh.
Oh no. If I try selecting my fucking
We're
door...
back on this
oh, there we
map. Oh wait, no, it's a different map.
go.
Yeah.
It is a different map.
How dare I? Wait, why aren't there lights around Dante? He has his own lights.
Because Dante is more important.
He must glow.
What?
Yes, you must glow.
He's
Come on,
already
you're-
floating on a floating disc.
Yeah, so he needs to look more special, so his reputation with him gets higher.
Yeah. Of
No.
high importance.
Denied.
So Dante, you just zoom around 20 feet behind Leku wherever he walks, and Arena kind of walks along beside you. Yurtle
Imagine-
trailblazes holding the door, and Marcus kind of follows behind him.
I
Alessia, you
imagine
walk
Dante
with
would be-
tearfully, holding this box of ladder. And Julian, you walk at pace with Miriam kind of walking by your side, and you see she's got her spellbook out, and she's kind of holding her scarf. Her scarf is holding itself over it to kind of keep the rain off of it.
Nice.
And she kind of studies it.
And Mage Hand hold the lantern up so she has light.
What's our sale pitch, Marcus, on getting the fuel?
Yeah.
He just holds up a wallet.
Seems fair. I guess.
He nods, just puts it back in
What's
his
that
pocket.
gonna do?
Hey, Marcus.
Do we just give them the wallet?
Wow. You probably have
Is that like what we're doing here?
Yeah, like I kind of leaned down at Irene and like, do interdimensional gypsies take USD?
What? Wait. What is the currency for Ambia? It's the gold, right?
It's just the regular gold standard dollars of the US.
So I guess they do.
She turns to you, Dante, and she says, a lot of the Vistani go out, and they get guns, bullets, phones, gasoline, any essentially limited resource in Barovia, and they sell it for a lot.
High?
Yeah.
Huh.
Question, Marcus. Aren't you a police officer? How come you didn't have a police sword? Do you guys not get those in Barovia typically?
Marcus shakes his head. He says, "It's a SWAT officer thing."
Oh, all right.
I do have this though, and he pulls out this still weird-looking door handle silver sword out of his back sheath.
Can't remember
Yeah,
that.
he'll pull out his sword to like hold up for like a sword tap together, like fist bump type thing, but with the blades.
He kind of looks at you with like a confused smile. Then his face kind of goes back to being dour, and he just kind of sheathes the sword.
This man has no joy in his life.
You think he enjoyed that a little bit? You swear that a bit of a smile will come to his lips, but then he just kind of puts the sword away.
I joined the town. Why not?
You're all the way in the back.
Bruh.
Yeah, but you don't know it's Gale.
Bruh. Teleport.
Gale sees and teleports
I fucking
all.
dare you.
No, but Gale,
Teleport.
to you and Dante, Arena goes on saying,
Oh,
only sort of the
you're all the way up there.
richest people can even afford to have cell phones here in Barovia, and they don't work most of the time.
Ooh,
So what?
well,
If
I
people
feel
sell our
important.
cell phones, we'd be rich.
She says, you could probably sell them for a lot of money, especially if you sold them cheaper than the Vistani did.
Huh. Honestly, just when we get to the next town, it'd be easier to just sell one of our cell phones if we really need the other stuff.
The fuck's a cell phone?
Yeah,
You know, the
we've
little
probably
brick-
told you by now what
You're
a cell
all the
phone
way
is.
at the front. You can't hear this.
You know what a cell phone is by now. You wouldn't have like the best understanding of one, and you wouldn't know how to operate one, but you've seen them enough that you know what they are generally.
He probably, even just every so often, will just say what the fuck his cell phone is every so often. He doesn't care.
Just to maintain a quota,
We
yeah.
we'd say it's the talkie brick.
He just does not believe they actually work or do anything when someone does use them. He just thinks they're using some form of magic, and they refuse to tell him what magic that is.
Yurtle's just a fucking boomer.
We play
Yeah.
into it. I call Dante all the time and play his voice through it to freak Yodel out.
You see, like, ripping the room up looking for Dante.
Where is he?
Good new question: do they have like public chargers in Barovia? Like, do they
Like,
have,
the fucking
places with sockets?
bedroom window is always, like, broken because of Yo, like, jumping out of it trying to find Dante.
Arena says, there's no thing public in Barovia, but, in Vallaki they might have places to charge your phone.
Just wondering.
We have Elysia, like, she's the tech guru.
She doesn't produce
20.
energy.
Yeah, but
I mean,
she
we
managed
have
to
to
charge
be-
our phones before.
Yeah.
But she could.
She did a weird thing with like this little gyroscope.
There's also the defense, to be fair, but that feels like very strange.
Shit,
By the way,
guys.
Lisa, have you
Guys,
used
you want to
that
become
yet?
famous? We can buy followers.
What?
Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
No. Oh, you got another follow bot?
Yeah.
Second one you got.
Yeah, moving up in the world. How do I
Yeah.
delete someone? Menu, so there we go.
What?
We're doing pretty good on party. We don't really need any more followers. We've got like 4 right now.
Yeah, we got 4 boys.
And 2 pets.
3 pets.
3 pets.
3 pets.
We're more followers than boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 7 followers, only 6 boys.
Yeah.
If we invite
Good.
her.
We need to introduce Irina. No.
Only 9 of us.
No.
We gotta. I would like to note, floating disc only lasts an hour.
Yeah, we're just moving.
Here, we're moving.
Ask Mary what she's looking for in a book.
She says, there are a couple new spells I want to try.
Yeah.
I only just got to test out, Lesser Restoration healing Dante's leg. And I also, I've been studying magic weapon. That might be important if we're fighting, zombies and vampires.
I rummage through my stuff and I pull out Dante's good old dagger. And I give it a go. I guess, well, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
She taps the dagger with her wand, and you see it glows with this very gentle dark blue light.
That might be something we should all look into.
And Dante, what the fuck? Julian,
Yes?
as you move around the dagger, it seems to, like, feel lighter in your hand. It seems to cut faster.
Oh. Fizz, fizz. He makes those sound effects, but, you know. Pretends it's a lightsaber.
I'll probably wait till I can study that a bit more before I try it myself, but I think I should look into that. Good thinking, Miriam.
She says, if we can buy some ink, I can just give you the spell.
Oh. Right, we can do that.
Yeah, she's kind of a genius.
Only the 2 of you, but yeah, if you get enough money, you and Miriam could just have the same spells.
Actually, 1 second. I do have a bottle of ink and a quill.
Doesn't have to be
You
like
need
special
magic
ink? Yeah, like it. I remember reading about that in
Oh.
class.
You need arcane ink. It costs 50 big old dollars to transfer a single spell.
I see. Well, I have the equivalent of money for 2 spells, so yes, we could do that. If you need any of my spells, I have a few. Although, I'm not sure any of my spells will come in handy.
I kind of
She says,
point back at Dante.
We can go over it more when we have a minute.
It's kind of coming in useful now.
I mean, to show off, sure. He's enjoying himself, but
And you know, you got lights around you. They've been useful.
they have been. I suppose.
I mean, Miriam's
Ah,
like
Jeff.
hella smart, so she could teach you like just about anything.
I wouldn't doubt it. Lucky gives a soft smile.
Miriam says, are you interested at all in restoration magic?
I don't know if I am capable of restoration magic.
It's really difficult.
I I specialize more in modifying life than restoring it, personally.
You're a evocation student, right?
Yes. Yes.
She kind of purses her lips as she kind of looks through her spell book. She says, "I've got magic missile. That's about it.
Magic missile.
I can teach you more conjuration and transmutation, but I don't know what help it'll be for you particularly."
Who knows? It does cost quite a bit, and I don't think we're going to come along with any magic ink anytime soon, so we should probably consider the possibilities.
We'll know when it happens.
Yes, I'm sure.
Dante, you can see Irina is very curiously examining the floating disc, incredibly intrigued by it, as it just kind of scuttles along after Leku.
Like what you see.
She kind of like waves her hand underneath it, like testing to see like how it floats. And she says, I've heard of magic, but it's still so new to me. It's weird to see it just so casually performed. Like you guys just, bam, do it, and there's, I don't know, it's exciting, I guess.
Well, I can't do much outside of all the big scary stuff, but I do have that.
Dante, what do you make? What do you would lose?
I could make like a what do I want to make?
I'll just make the disc like change color. Hue shift it. DJ disc.
Yeah,
You can hue shift it.
I can hue shift it.
What color you want it?
We'll just make it do like a random disco pattern.
Watching Dante mess with my disc, I sort of just give my wand a bit of a flick and start like a harmless shower of sparks behind him with prestidigitation.
So this little light show just starts occurring.
I make my mage hand do like the running man on the disc.
His mage hand detaches from its arm and just floats over and starts doing like a little hand dance.
I could also switch my minor illusion to start playing music.
Oh hell yeah. Or make a chair.
Elliot pulls out his boogie bomb grenade, kind of looks at it, thinking
Elliot,
about
no.
it.
I look at him and I give him like this look that says, "I know, but you'll know when the time is right."
And he puts it back in his pants. And you all walk along for another hour as you just continue walking through this road. The rain starts to let up a little bit as you walk, but it's still horribly dreary and gray all around. As night finally starts to kind of take its hold as the sun... there's no sun, but it just slowly starts to get darker around you as the gray clouds just get darker shades of gray as you all kind of walk along. And the fog seems to kind of further rise around you as the lights kind of gather around, like all your lanterns and dancing lights kind of seem to barely pierce through the fog at all as you kind of walk through this forested road. And Yurtle, as you walk along with Marcus and Alesia, you and Alesia can both start to hear the small trickling of a river.
Oh, there goes the music. It's over, guys. Game's over.
Why am I
Music
holding a
stopped.
poop?
fuck?
Who drew a poop on me?
And a devil tail.
Oh, it's a baguette.
I think
okay.
that's on Miriam, actually.
No, it's a large Cuban cigar.
You gave him the
that me.
Cuban.
You gave him the cubes. We're chomping
yeah,
Cubans out of here.
Fine, you gave him the cubes.
Are those two things meant to be my mustache?
I think so.
You've been turned French.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
no, you're not French.
on. Je suis monté. I only know that from Monster Hunter. But for some reason, the French really frickin' love Monster Hunter.
Well, they gotta be good at something.
Just
But they're
Gale
good at-
nicked my
they're good at
Cuban.
something.
How am I meant to fucking chop back the fat dart if I don't have it in my hand?
And Yurdo and Alesia, as you're both walking in the front, you can start to see light coming from the forest on the right side, where the sounds of the river are coming from. And as you sort of look and get closer, you hear Marcus kind of sigh, and you see at his hip, his finger kind of tightens around the hilt of his sword, as he walks along with you.
Maybe we don't draw blades yet.
He kind of turns to you and he says, I'm not going to draw, just I'm going to get ready.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Oh, my horn.
Just let's not make them think we're coming to be aggressive.
He just kind of looks off to the side and says, you can do whatever you want.
I can do what?
Whatever you want.
You can do what?
Whatever you
Whatever
want.
you want!
Thanks.
Whatever I want.
Oh no! Don't stop shooting!
But as you all get closer to where Yurdo and Lizzie can see the lights, you all start to hear music. Coming from off in the distance.
Oh man, they're bumping.
Oh.
Yodel will proceed with a stronger grip on the door.
I proceed with a loosey-goosey, free-flowing, no giving a heck attitude.
Yeah.
I hear the beats. I'm heading to the beat.
I just don't want to get stabbed, man.
Look out for the rogues.
That's funky.
Yeah, I'm just imagining Julian doing a step in time. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
this music now.
We found the stalker encampment.
Yeah.
Stalker!
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Ziggy!
Get out the.
Little Tony!
You guys are in the lower right.
Buzz! Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah!
Ziggy.
And as you walk up, you see this large white rusted van that's adorned with like fairy lights. And you can see a series of tents all gathered on this little forest clearing by the river. And you can see there are a series of vans kind of all parked around. You see them all kind of got adorned with these little flower designs. And like these bright splattered colors that kind of stand out like thumbs against the sort of dark and gray forest landscape. And you can start to hear voices and laughter coming alongside the music. And you see there are big ol' 6 tents lit up around a big blazing campfire. And sort of sitting on a log and then also cross-legged on a little carpet you see two men, one of which is holding a hunting rifle kind of idly in his lap as he watches you come up. And you see the other one, this big, larger man with these rose-colored little round glasses.
That's
Sort of
what
smiles. Just sitting there. He doesn't have anything in his hands as you all just walk up. Marcus kind of just falls to the back of the group, still kind of just having a gentle hand on his sword. What do you all do?
I grab Miriam's hand and I run over. I got a big old smile on my face. This is awesome.
We were wondering if we could get some fuel off you guys. Our vehicle has ran out.
They both kind of give Yertle weird looks. As you see, the one sitting down kind of looks at the three of you and says, "Welcome. How you guys doing? You guys look
Pull
wet."
out my gun. No, I don't.
You see, this one watches you as you do that. Like, just gives you a look as you do, but then don't. And he saw it.
He saw it.
Leku walks up with Miriam and Julian. Without his
And you
dancing
see-
lights!
You know what we should do? We should just you should just make it like in the journal or whatever, make it like a token so you can just drag them out when he needs to.
Yeah. Also, my dark vision has gone back to like the 10-foot shit. Oh no, I lost my sight.
Well, now you're dead.
Now you're dead. Go to the forever box.
The forever box.
I see you too, watch that YouTuber.
You fucked up. It's time to go to the forever box.
Can't hide things in darkness.
And you see he kind of comes over to you, Julian, kind of puts an arm around you. And he says, "What the hell are you kids doing out here?" And he kind of starts leading you like towards the camp.
I'm going with him. I look back to Miriam as if she's coming, like still holding her hand, but it's like at the
you start walking,
precipice.
she kind of walks behind you, like looking a little nervous.
I desire for my disc to go forward.
You don't get to choose that.
He's 35 feet away. He should be here.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not gonna move the disc for you, Leku.
a car broke down and we
I can't move
Jones
the
up for some
disc.
petrol, man. When
Oh, I can move the disc. Okay.
our wizard's complaining about something, you know how it is.
Don't worry about it.
Wizard.
Whoa!
He says, "Just have a seat by the fire." And he kind of gestures to one of the logs in the carpet. And you see all these people gathered around this little campfire. You see a guy who looks exactly like the guy you're standing next to. Who kind of gives you a warm smile, sitting on the on these little like pile of tires. You see there's a big green van adorned with orange and purple flowers. And you see that all these tents kind of have like shitty, beaten up looking mattresses kind of scattered around them. And you see there's like an old style wooden carnival wagon with a sign on it that says Sunshine and Rainbows.
Oh.
You see a little clothesline set up by the river, and you see a few horses that are just kind of like idly drinking from the river. And you see that one of the tents is much bigger than the rest of them. It kind of has this weird, like kind of patchwork canvas to it, and is adorned with these fairy lights. And you're like welcomely. You see all these people kind of look up excitedly as he brings you over. And this man kind of steps forward and says, "We have visitors, couple of kids." And he presses his hand on your shoulder, Julian, and he like pushes down very forcefully, like for you to sit.
I sit.
Dante.
Yeah.
Since you're like on the thing that remains close to me, do you want to go in or what's the plan?
Oh, I have control of it. Fuck. I stepped down.
Okay, well, just flies away.
This the disc probably would have ended by now because we last for an hour.
Oh, right.
You guys have been walking longer than that.
Well, there you go.
So Dante, you're free to shuffle around, a bit slower but freely.
On crutches, so no stealth.
When have I ever been stealthy?
That's
I
a
have-
valid
When we
point.
got that book,
I have 2 guns.
And Julian, the man kind of
What
like
book?
holds a hand forward
you know, the one way before this.
and says,
oh,
"What's your name?"
Julian.
Says, "Julian, this is Dawn," and he points at this woman. He says, "Ziggy, Celeste, Indigo, and my brother Arlo."
I wave at every one of them.
They'll kind of give you various smiles and waves, kind of talking over each other as they say hello to you. They greet you very warmly, and they're all smiling pretty big. You see the old guy just kind of waves of a big hand as he's got this big pipe in his mouth that he's currently smoking from. You can see there's a stove lit over a separate fire that's cooking food right in front of this carnival wagon.
I'm very confused. What is going on?
oh shit! Little Tony's packing an AR-15.
Yeah, dude, little Tony's fucking kidded.
He's more like bigger Tony.
You were cautious of these people, right, Marcus?
He's like eyeing this guy over here, who's just currently sitting on the log, just kind of like looking at you with this rifle on his lap, smiling with like a weird, sort of like mischievous smile. And Marcus says, "Yes, I would prefer not to enter their camp if possible."
You should never trust the interdimensional hippies.
You're literally also an interdimensional hippie, kinda.
Completely.
Marcus turns to you and says, I guess he's already looking at you. He says, "Ask how much they want for gasoline. Come back to me and I'll give you the money for it."
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do that and go get Julian.
Alessi, as you walk forward, you see this man kind of steps forward and gestures for you to sit either on one of these 2 logs.
Lazia will pick up the box and move over, motioning for Tearful to follow.
Well,
He just
Seattle's
scampers along beside you, yeah.
examining this fucking wagon.
He says, "Here, give me your box, I'll take that." And you see he just kind of takes the box, and then here, put the door back. And he just kind of walks off a little with it,
Changed.
and just puts it over here beside the tent. And then kind of goes back towards everyone else.
Leku gives a cautious wave as he passes Buzz.
You see, this man kind of steps out of your way. Says, "Feel free to join your friends. Take a seat anywhere. Whole place is yours."
I doubt that comment very much, but okay.
He kind of gives you like a happy, confused look, and he says, "What do you mean?"
Well, isn't this location
just here,
yours?
listen. He says, "While you're here, this place is yours. Take a seat anywhere.
Leku looks very confused.
Come on!" And you see he kind of grabs you around the shoulder and just kind of leads you
Yeah.
forward. And he kind of just, like, he half picks you up by the arms and just sits you down in this stump next to Miriam. And this guy kind of, like, smiles at you.
Leku looks very worried as, like, one of his dancing lights turned into an exclamation mark.
Dante, Gale, what are you 2 doing?
I'll stick with Marcus for now, just in case.
yeah,
Oh,
we're
jeez.
just booling.
Gale is loud on my end, turning him down.
Dante,
Yes.
you're getting weird vibes from these people. Just you specifically. You're kind of looking around at this place, And it's definitely like a hippie kind of place.
I dislike this aspect of their culture.
As you're kind of looking around, you feel like a weird sensation.
Ooh, I don't like that feeling.
You feel like a weird gravity towards it. It's weird. You're looking around at like all this hippie crap, and like the people who are like got these big old smiles in their faces, and there's a welcoming presence there that you kind of don't like.
I incite this man's. Here's my insight. There it is. It's alright. Could have been better.
Looking at this guy, he's got his gun pointed nowhere near you. It's just kind of like on his lap in one hand. You think if it came down to it, you could easily get the draw on him? And you think he does...
That should be a given.
He is sitting there, like, on guard, you think? But this guy looks prepared to shoot nobody. Like...
Does it even have bullets in it?
It's kind of hard to tell, being like 20 feet away, and he's kind of just holding it idly. But you would assume it does.
Okay.
Who's playing the funky licks?
That's a tune and a half.
Which one's playing the jams?
That sounded rather ominous.
Yeah.
Julian, looking around, you see this guy, who looks to be probably the second oldest out of everyone here. He's got a little guitar that he's sort of just playing the strings on, and you see the old guy's got an accordion. Okay, we lost Jeff. Sorry, I didn't know who it was.
Oh. We always lose Jeff, though.
He's in and out.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
But Dante, you do have a weird sensation. Like you do kind of feel drawn to this little camp.
I mean, they're very welcoming.
I dislike this aspect of their culture.
Yodel's gonna walk up to little Tony and be like, "You're the person selling stuff here?"
He looks up at you and he says, "Yeah. You the person buying stuff?"
No,
Good guess.
I just wanted to ask.
Just wanted to ask. Also, do you have any fuel? Press A.
Ooh. He says, "I just sold my last tank of gas."
Too.
He kind of gives you a quizzical look, but then kind of just, like, pushes his hand back, says, "Some guy and these two ladies, driving off some fancy car."
Ah. Probably too far away to ask for some of their fuel.
Says, "Your car broken down?"
Out of gas. Yes.
"Sorry, I can't help you there, Chief. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need.
It's nice and warm here,
Our locker
but
doors are almost always open. And you brought your own door, seems like."
my door is here for certain reasons. It's no normal door to me.
Now, I'm
Someone
someone
was
now is,
to
got
take
bullets,
it out.
got
Bullets?
guns,
Guns.
got cell phones, got a couple batteries, got a couple DVDs.
The fuck's a DVD?
They're friends.
You don't know what a DVD is?
I mean, I've had
Here, let me
people
show you. You gotta
explain
see this. Come
a
here.
cell phone to me, no DVD.
You got season 3 of Friends. They
He
better
kind of
have season
gestures
2.
over, and he pulls out a little disc case. It's like this flat rectangle. Kind of looks like a book a little bit, but it's way too skinny. Doesn't have any paper. And you see the words "The Princess Bride" written on it, and there's these two people on it in like a kissy pose on the front.
Oh.
That's a good one.
What kind of book is that?
This ain't a book, man. This is a movie.
So
You
what,
seen a
man?
TV before, right?
A what?
Maybe.
As Yurtle is having his mind blown by the concept of a TV, Julian, Miriam, Alesia, and Leku, you're kind of posed to introduce yourselves, as this man kind of leans forward and says, my name is Arlo. Welcome to the Columbia Pool encampment. What are you all doing out here?
Looks over at Julian.
He's kind of looking out excitedly, leaning over his guitar, kind of smiling at all four of you.
Can Elysia just start taking apart the defib, ignoring this?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the only thing she wants to do.